Now, there is one thing I've found. There is nothing entirely new on the surface of this earth, and apart from technology innovations, but when you talk about in terms of pattern, in terms of season, in terms of life experience, in terms of challenges, there is absolutely nothing because we move in cycle. Now, in Psalm 74, there's an expression there. Some challenges came up, some issues were at fold, and the writer, some of himself, was sort of questioning why is this happening? Why would they allow this kind of thing? And why is help not coming through? Why are we waiting for so long? And the question before us today is what comfort can believers today derive from Psalm 74 to help in times of national personal crisis? See, one thing I see is that there's nothing new. People from the ages, thousands of 2000 years, over 2000 years ago, they waited in times of season. They had times where they had moments of doubt despite experiencing, and some of them even haven't seen God. And it means that God's the same yesterday, today, and forever. God hasn't changed, He remains the same. So, if we understand this pattern, study it clearly, we know there's times and there's seasons, and they come with their own features, their own characteristics. We must learn from the previous experience, like I've shared earlier, that is good, just like Moses learned from previous experiences to encourage the present now for us to move forward. There will always be a light at the end of the tunnel. On the second part of things is Act 4. And it says, how does it challenge us to be bold in our faith? In our faith. How does it challenge us to be bold in our faith? This was a case of when Peter and John were before the council, and they were being questioned, they were being challenged for preaching the gospel because they were teaching the people about the resurrection of the dead, and they were arrested. But anyway, they, they were filled with the Holy Spirit. Peter was filled with the Holy Spirit, and he said to the rulers and elders of our people, are we being questioned today because we have done a good deed for a crippled man? For a crippled man. How bold are we today to challenge authority, to question authority, but do it rightfully when you want to? Let's start speaking the word and speak it boldly. God bless you, and I'll see you in the next day.